Har Har Mahadev. Today we will go to chapter 10 of Srishti Khanda, Shiva Tattva. Parameshwara said, O Hari, you will always be revered and worshipped in all the worlds. Whenever some unhappiness is generated in the world created by Brahma, you will exert yourself to destroy all these miseries. I will help you in all activities that are difficult to undertake. I will slay your enemies when they are unassailable and extremely fierce. O Hari, assume many kinds of avatars and extend your excellent deeds in the world, intent on becoming the supreme savior. This Rudra will always have a form that possesses gunas. There is no doubt that in the worlds he will carry out tasks that are impossible for you. Rudra will meditate on you and you will meditate on Hara. There is no difference between you and Rudra. You are one. You become Mahavishnu because of this boon and because of your pastimes. This is true. If a man who is devoted to Rudra criticizes you, all his good merits will swiftly be reduced to ashes. Because of hatred towards you, he will descend into hell. O Vishnu, this will happen because of my command. In this world, bestow emancipation on men, especially objects of pleasure. Devotees will meditate on you and worship you. Brahma continued. He told us, in times of distress, always help. You will control everyone. You will bestow objects of pleasure and emancipation. Be the breath of life for everyone, O Hari. Anyone who seeks refuge with you certainly seeks refuge with me too. Anyone who sees a difference between the two will certainly descend into hell. Now hear about the lifespans of the three divinities Brahma, Vishnu and Hara. 4,000 Mahayugas will be spoken of as one of Brahma's days. After this, his nights are also of the same duration. 30 days constitute a month and 12 months constitute a year. Brahma's lifespan is described as 100 years. One of Brahma's years is said to be one of Vishnu's days. Vishnu will also live for 100 years. 1 year of Vishnu will certainly be 1 day for Rudra. After Hara has lived for 100 years, he is established in the form of Nara. He remains in this position as long as Sadashiva inhales with his mouth. When Sadashiva exhales, he merges into Shakti. For embodied beings, Brahma, Vishnu, Hara, Gandharvas, Uragas and Rakshasas, day and night is said to constitute of 21,600 inhalations and exhalations. 6 inhalations and exhalations amount to 1 pala. 60 palas are 1 gati and there are 60 gatis in 1 day and night. There is no measure of Sadashiva's inhalations and exhalations. Therefore, he is said to be undecaying. It is my command that you should protect the system and maintain all that has been created with the many qualities for that duration of time. Hearing Shambhu's words, Bhagavan Hari prostrated himself before the Lord of the universe. Vishnu said, O Shankara, following your command, I will do all this. I will always meditate on you. O Lord, meditation on your supreme form will never be far from my mind. not even for a tiny bit of time. O Lord, if any of my devotees criticizes you, there is no doubt that he will reside in the hell for an eternity. Your devotees will be greatly loved by me. If a person knows this, it will not be difficult for him to obtain emancipation. My greatness has certainly been enhanced by you. If I lack in qualities, please pardon me. Shambhu told Vishnu, I will happily pardon any deficiency in qualities. Hara, who takes away all miseries, instructed us about different kinds of dharma. He bestowed many boons on us and told us about what was beneficial. After this, Shambhu vanished from the spot as we looked on. Since then, Shambhu, who bestows objects of pleasure and emancipation, has been established in the lingam, and the method of worshipping a Prakrita lingam are said to have been established in the world. Maheshwara is himself the lingam, and Mahadevi is the pedestal for the lingam. It is said that the entire universe dissolves into the lingam. In the presence of a lingam, if a person constantly reads this account of the lingam for 6 months, he assumes Shiva's form. Thus ends chapter 10 of Srishti Khanda. Next we will go to chapter 11 of Srishti Khanda, methods of worshipping Shiva. The Rishi said, O Sota, following the conversation between Brahma and Narada, please tell us about the methods of worshipping Shiva, whereby Shiva is pleased. Please tell us what you have heard from Vyasa's mouth. Suta replied, O lords among sages, you have asked me a virtuous question about a secret. I will now tell you according to my intelligence and according to what I have heard. Brahma said, O Narada, I will briefly tell you about worshipping the lingam. O sage, even if I try for 100 years, I am incapable of describing it in detail. This is Shankara's form, bliss pure and eternal. If one worships it with supreme devotion, as fruits, one obtains everything one wishes for. There is no poverty, disease, misery, or hardship as a result of the enemy. As long as one worships Shiva, the 4 kinds of sins do not exist. When Shiva is worshipped, all miseries dissolve into the divinity. Every kind of happiness is obtained, and subsequently there is emancipation. Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras must follow the norms in the due order and worship Shankara. They will then be successful in everything that they desire. One must get up in the morning at the time known as Brahma Muhurta. Having remembered the Guru, one must remember Shambhu. Having remembered the Tirthas, one must perform dhyana on Hara. He must then remember me, the ones without decay, that is the Devas and the sages. He must then chant an auspicious stotram. One must wear a washed garment. He will be seated alone in a good spot and undertake the Sandhya rites. He will then embark on the task of worship. One must steady the mind before entering the place where puja is to be performed. Having gathered together everything required for the puja, he will then seat himself on the seat. He will then follow the orders for worshipping Hara. Ganadisha, the guardians of the gates and the guardians of the directions, must be worshipped first. Parameshwara will be invoked with the Sadyojata mantra and made to sit down with a mantra to the Vamadeva. Rudra must be bathed in water mixed with fragrances and sandalwood powder. A vessel must be taken, mantras pronounced over it, and he must be bathed with Panchagavya. After this, to the pronouncement of Pranava mantra, he will be bathed in cow's milk, curd, honey, sugarcane juice, and ghee. The water in a vessel will be sanctified with mantras, and that water will be used for the sprinkling. Many different kinds of flowers must be used, and they should be rare. Apamarga, Karpura, Jati, Champaka, Patala, White Karavira, Malliga, Kamala, Utpala, and Chandana. Many kinds of vessels must be used to pour streams of water over Parameshwara. While doing so, mantras dedicated to Lord Shiva must be chanted. These mantras must be read or chanted from memory. The Rudra mantra, the Neela Rudra mantra, the Mrityunjaya mantra, and the Panchakshara mantra, etc. The water must be poured 1000 times or 108 times. Sandalwood paste and flowers must be placed atop Shiva. Chanting Pranava mantra, articles must be offered. After this, the lingam must be worshipped. That which is known as Shiva Tattva is present in Shiva Lingam. Following the norms, the lingam must be worshipped with Pranava mantra, incense, lamps, naivedya, beautiful betel leaves, and the beautiful act of Niranjana. That apart, with many kinds of mantras, praise, and namaskara must be done. Arghya must be offered. The flowers must be laid down at the feet. One must prostrate oneself before the Lord of Devas and worship Shiva. One must then stand with flowers held in Anjali. One must again pray to Ishana Shankara. O Shankara, I have done this japa and puja knowingly or ignorantly. Through your favors, let it yield good fruits. Saying this, the flowers must be placed happily on Shiva. One must seek forgiveness from Shiva. Full of devotion, one must pray again. May I have devotion towards Shiva. May I have devotion towards Shiva in every birth. The puja must be performed with supreme devotion and in a loud voice. If a person is supremely devoted towards Shiva, Shiva destroys his miseries. His good fortune increases like the moon during Shukla Paksha. If he worships Shankara, there is no doubt that his good qualities increase. O Narada, I have thus spoken to you about the method of worshipping Shambhu. Thus ends chapter 11 of Srishti Khanda. We will continue with the next chapter in the next episode. Thank you.